Happening, everybody? Of course, it's your host Brink Young coming straight out of them South Memphis slums, and you are tuning in to the most award-winning independent talk show in the whole South. I'm talking about none other than Brink TV. Now, they're not just your TV set. We actually got a familiar face kicking in with us on the icy white couch tonight, and this man has revamped his whole style, everything, changed his name, and the boy is back with a whole lot of fire. I'm talking about my guy All Rhodes. How you doing, homie?
Doing good, Brink.
First and foremost, I got to say thank you for being a guest on the show, man. It really means a lot to have you kicking it back with us, coming back on the show on the icy white couch, because this is where it all started, man.
Absolutely, my pleasure. And anytime you wanted to, work, I'm always down.
No doubt. And of course, we gonna make it happen, man, because this interview right here, we're gonna be catching up with you, man. We want to know some of the things that's been going on with you, some of the things that's been happening in your life, some of the updates, obviously the elevation, because like I say, man, you done changed your whole swag up. Like, you all the way live, you all the way lit right now. Let's go ahead and dive into the first things first, man. L.A. Rhodes, who is that?
L.A. Rhodes is my true self.
Okay.
I actually got that name from childhood.
Okay.
So I had to be who I really am and not try to put on for no one else or do this or do that to please others. I had to be my true, authentic self that God made me to be.
Yeah.
And L.A. Rhodes, with that name being from childhood, is me at my purest.
No doubt, no doubt. So, of course, it's all about being who you are, being true to yourself. And I'm glad that you decided to adopt more into that, original moniker, because, I mean, I even, Brink, that's actually my childhood nickname. A lot of people seem to call me by my government name. I don't really like that. Call me Brink, because they've been calling me Brink since knee high, so I'm with you on that. Mm-hmm. So let's go ahead and dive into L.A. Rhodes, man, because you just dropped a whole EP. We're talking about in 2023, All Rhodes Lead To L.A., right?
Yes, sir.
Ain't that how it go?
That's it.
It got a whole bunch of bangers on there, man. One of my favorites, we got Repeat, of course, and then that Beat, we talking about Shake It, Shake It. Hey, all the girls definitely putting it in reverse on that one. So let's talk more about this EP, man.
Yeah, so it just started off with making music. The music is always first.
Yeah.
And for me, when I'm making music, I want to be in my most authentic place possible.
Yeah.
I don't want to be overthinking it and being too talented. I just want to be able to open myself up to allow the music to flow through me.
Yeah.
I feel like a vessel that music uses to express itself.
Yeah.
So with this EP, a lot of the inspiration came from performing live.
Okay.
Because that live crowd, that live energy is where it all started, on the live stage. That's my greatest talent. I had to put in the work to become a good recording artist. I had to put in the work, but the thing that came the most natural, that I'm naturally the best at, is on stage performing.
Yeah. So you're a natural performer. And I know we talked off camera. You told me that you pretty much, L.A. Rhodes is who embodies, a lot of your family members who are, thoroughly blessed within the music industry. You want to dive into that at all, man? Because I remember you told me about a few family members that, have done major things, as well as, like, man, because you said your mom was actually a part of a major, like, large group, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you look at my family pedigree, Brink, music is throughout my whole family, and I kind of feel like I'm the evolution of that.
Okay.
And if you look on my mom's side, my mom, she was a big part of a gospel group up north in Michigan. And in that church circuit, they had in a chokehold. They were getting booked constantly.
Yeah.
At all the churches they were performing. And then my dad, on my dad's side, he was actually in the #1 jazz band.
Okay.
He was the drummer in the #1 jazz band. And then if you look at my uncles in the church, one of my uncles, the leader of the whole music ministry in the church. And then my other uncle is the the band director. He plays the organ.
Yeah.
So just anywhere you look, all my family is in the music, and I feel like I'm the evolution of that.
No doubt, man. And it's definitely showing, man, in your talent. One thing that's incredible, man, is your versatility. Because when I listened to the project, man, I heard things that it was kind of new to me from you. Like the song Feel Like Thor, right? it seemed like you were rapping on there, but you told me to you it's all rap, right?
Yeah, it is rap, and I say that because it's bars. I have bars, and I use that creative. If you look at rap music,
Yeah.
the whole thing about rap is how can you say your message in the most creative way,
Right.
whether that be through a simile or a metaphor.
Yeah.
Now I take that same principle, but I put melodies on top of that, and flows and singings and notes on top of that.
Yeah.
Which makes R&B.
Absolutely, man. Like I say, my guy is definitely the triple threat around here. So let's go ahead and talk more about it. And of course, All Roads Lead to LA is available right now, all streaming platforms. Like I say, you guys can check it out. I checked it out on Apple Music because that's the platform I frequent. But let's talk about you actually working on the EP coming real soon, All Roads Lead to LA Part 2, Volume 2. Let's
That's
talk more
right.
about that, man.
Yeah, Volume 2, All Roads Lead to LA, Volume 2. It's an evolution of Volume 1. The lead singles are out right now, which is I Won't Tell You No. That's doing big numbers on YouTube right now. I'm actually breaking new records, new personal records. The music videos are like 6,000 views right now.
Wow.
And October 12th, I dropped that one on my birthday on October 12th. Shout out to my Libras. And then those are the two lead singles to All Roads Lead to LA, Volume 2.
Yeah. So let's talk about Won't Tell You No, because I listened to it. Obviously, I checked out the video. The video was dope, and the girl in the video is fine, man. Like, really, really fine.
Yeah, big shout out to Nina.
No doubt. So let's talk about that, man, because the imagery in the video, like, you guys were shopping and, like, she was just buying all kind of stuff. So what is the emphasis, or what would you say is, what zone were you in when you made that song, man?
Yeah, cool story. So my camera guy, my camera crew was like, hey, I'm renting this amazing camera. Come on, let's go ahead and shoot a video.
Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, what song can I do? What's my next single? Because I got tons of songs in my archive.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, boom, we're going to use Won't Tell You No. This is the concept. And then he helped me bring it to life. And the concept is catering to your woman. You know, your woman has been good to you. Your woman has been taking care of you. She's been respectful to you. And, you know, you just want to spoil her.
Yeah.
You just want to take care of her. You don't want to tell her no. Whatever she asks for, you don't want to tell her no.
No doubt. And of course, like I say, that video and the single is available right now. So any idea, like, when could we expect the full EP? Because I know you told me off camera that you actually got 7 songs on this project. When could we expect it?
Yeah, about another month and a half. I'm just aligning everything together, getting my marketing plan, everything together. But about another month and a half, it'll be released.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get into, like, you got any, let's talk about the production on this project, as well as you got any features that you gonna have on here, or what?
It's gonna be one feature. Y'all have to stay tuned for the feature. I can't reveal the features because this feature is gonna take you by surprise.
Okay.
And those who know will know.
No doubt. So like I say, my guy, he's definitely finna bring out all of the major surprises on this one. You guys stay tuned for that. Now let's go ahead and dive into a couple other things, man, because one thing I noticed about you, like especially lately, you've been out and about. We talking about hitting these streets, serenading the ladies, and I'm like, wow, that's a hell of a way to get your talent out there, your face out there, your brand out there. Let's talk about where did that idea come from?
So basically, like I said, I feel like I'm the embodiment of music.
Yeah.
And it took me a while to get to that place to just accept who I am. But now that I've accepted it, it's like an overwhelming desire to showcase my talent, whether that be getting on stage, whether that be recording a song. And recently here, which it will be just performing on the street to strangers. And it's just like, I have to express this music. I have to get it out of me.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and talk about some of those occasions, man, because I've seen a few of them. Like, you actually got like a standing ovation, like the women. He's really good. What's your social media and stuff like that? Let's talk about some of the, times that it took place.
Yeah, it's just I have that urge, that deep desire, that deep hunger to sing and perform and showcase my talent. So I'll just find some women and ask them, can I sing you my song? I'm an R&B artist, and I sing them my song, and they always are enwrapped into the music that flows out of me and flows through me. And it's just like some of the best music they've heard, to the point where they're compelled to give me standing ovations and compelled to look me up on YouTube and follow me and become fans and become supporters of this movement. And I really appreciate that, because this is my life's destiny.
And I think that's definitely an incredible and outside of the box way to market yourself and put yourself out there. Because one thing that a lot of times these days, people, they kind of forget to be visible. They forget to hit the streets and promote because they feel like the internet is everything. Sometimes people feel like they just post a couple links on Facebook or maybe post a video or a reel on Instagram and they think that's it. But nah, you still got to get out and touch people. And you're definitely doing that with your music. So let's talk about maybe some of the locations that you might pop up at, because I mean, you never know, the ladies might be watching now. They might want to be able to catch you on location, you know, maybe Beale Street, maybe, you know, where you be at.
So right now, in terms of performing, I've been talking to a lot of venues and a lot of DJs.
Okay.
And I'm going to announce that when that time comes.
Okay.
I don't want to say anything right now, but the best way to stay in tune of my shows and when I will be showing is social media right now.
Definitely. And of course, we will be getting into the social media a little bit later. But I like the fact that, you know, your music is definitely catering to the ladies. I like that that's kind of like a natural, you know, reaction that's going on. Let's go ahead and dive into women in general. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about women because, you know, R&B is definitely, you know, for them. You know, it's for everybody, but it's definitely for them, especially the lovers. What's your situation like when it comes to women? Like, you know, you single, you dating, you looking. I mean, what's happening with you?
Yeah, so first and foremost, women are the best gift that God has given to man. And that is why when I make music, I allow that music to flow through me and it just express itself in terms of catering to the women.
Yeah.
Like, won't tell you no.
Absolutely. And of course, like I said, this single is available right now, all streaming platforms. So you saying that a woman could ask you for certain things and you won't tell her no? Like that's not just it's not just a gimmick, it's not just a song. That's who you really are.
That's really who I am. That's not a song, that's not a gimmick. LA Rhodes won't tell you no.
Yeah, that's incredible, man. So let's talk about like what type of women are you interested in? Like what type of women are you looking for? Are there any characteristics or are there any, you know, as far as physical features or shapes or anything like that? What catches your attention, man?
Well, it's really just based off my mood.
Okay.
Sometimes I like thick women, sometimes I like skinny women, sometimes I like dark women, sometimes I like light women.
Yeah.
It's just depending on my mood of how I'm feeling at that moment in time.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when I'm recording songs, it's like an ebb and flow to the vibe of the music. And then you catch a good vibe and then the boom, 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 the next 5 songs you drop are fire.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. You're in the ebb and flow with women. Okay, now I'm in this groove of women. Boom, boom, boom. That's what I'm liking right now. But then that vibe it's an evolution.
Right. So if we could give 3 celebrity female crushes right now off the top of your head, 3 fine women who you would love to date or go out with or sing to, who would those women be?
All right, so I'll break it down like this. First one, I'll say the first one I would like to date, like go out on a date, like a nice dinner, kick it with, vibe with. That would definitely be Coi Leray.
Okay.
Because I'll take her out, go to a nice dinner, have a car ride, bump music, bump beats, hit the studio, vibe out, catch that energy. That'd be lovely. And then one to smash.
Okay.
One to smash would be Ruby Rose.
Oh man, that's pressure right
Yeah,
there.
Ruby
That's real
Rose.
pressure. Yeah.
And then what was the third one?
Third one, like who you would want to be with, you know, be in a relationship with.
Being in a serious relationship. Who could I take serious? Being in a serious relationship. That would be I'll probably date Tyler.
Okay.
The new R&B artist.
I gotta check her out.
She the one that make that song, the wet song, the sweat song.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I just didn't know her name, but hey, those are some interesting choices, man. Definitely some interesting choices. So let's go ahead and change the flow of traffic just a tad bit, man. When it comes to your performance regimen, like what do you do? Like, are there any like special rehearsals that you do? Like, there any, you know, anything that out of the ordinary that you do? Like, cause you know, average person, they probably just hit sound check, hit the stage and they done. What do you do? Like, what's your performance regimen?
Yeah. So when I know I'm gearing up to do a tour or gearing up to do a lot of shows, first and foremost, I'm in the gym.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm an athlete. I grew up an athlete, so I play basketball. That keeps me light on my feet. That keeps me agile. That keeps me explosive. And then I'll do weight training after that, lightweight training, because I don't want to be too muscular,
Right.
but I still want to be ripped. So if my shirt comes off, it looks great.
Yeah, yeah.
And then on top of that, I have a vocal coach that I actually do. He mentors me. And then on top of that, I'll have different outfits, and I'll be in front of the mirror doing dances.
Yeah.
Doing strict regiment dancing, and I watch dancing, and I'm always dancing as well. So between working out at the gym and playing basketball, vocal exercises and always singing. I'm always singing, always recording.
Definitely.
And then vocal instruction from my vocal coach, and then on top of that, dancing.
Yeah.
So it's just, I take it very serious.
So let's talk about fashion, man. Let's talk about wardrobe, because I know you mentioned, actually dancing in the mirror with various outfits on. Like, what goes into your planning? Like, do you already know what you're going to wear, or like, is it a series of shopping and, okay, we got to put this with this or this with that, or do you have a stylist or what?
So like I said earlier, I like to open myself up and be my true authentic self,
Okay.
to let the music flow through me. And when music talks to me, it's all of that. Like literally, it's all of it. It says, okay, when you're on the stage, it gives me the vision. Like, this is the vision. This is the type of shirt you need. This is the type of flow you want. This is how you want the lights to be.
Yeah.
This is how you got to interact with the audience. This is the dance moves. You need to do this. This is how you need to work out. Like, I listen. I don't control anything. Music is the boss.
Yeah.
And I allow music to use me to express itself.
Yeah. That's incredible, man. So, of course, I got to ask you, like, during these performances, or maybe when you're on the, outside, serenading ladies, like, you ever had any situations where maybe a boyfriend kind of jealous, or a husband kind of jealous, or he kind of looking at you kind of screw facey, mean mugging, anything like that?
Nah. Because the dudes enjoy it too. Like,
yeah.
For example, after a show, some of the females wanted to take pictures with me.
Okay.
So, they were getting kind of like huggy-duggy on me, lovey-dovey, like hugging me kind of close. And then after we got the pictures, the dude was just like, all right, that's enough. Like, talking to the girl, like, come on, that's enough.
Yeah.
But he still let her get her pictures, and it was nothing wrong.
Yeah. But I mean, you got to think about it. Like, you're getting them in the mood. They're going home with the husband or the boyfriend.
Exactly,
So, hey,
exactly.
I got you halfway. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much how it's going.
Yeah.
Now, I did mention we were going to get into the social media. Go ahead, let the people know the social media and everything that's updated, on your end.
So anywhere it's LA Rhodes, just LA, like the city, LA, and then Rhodes, RHODES. Anywhere, YouTube. YouTube's my main platform. Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok. Anywhere you look, just type in LA Rhodes.
And you did mention TikTok, man. Like, what's your thoughts on TikTok? You rocking with it, or, how's your experience been with TikTok lately?
Yeah, I'm rocking with TikTok. I post to TikTok daily. I've got over 5,000 likes on TikTok now.
Okay.
So, I rock with TikTok. I don't put too much thought into it. My main platform is YouTube. So if I create a short for YouTube, then I'll just throw that up on TikTok.
Yeah.
So, I rock with all of it.
No doubt. So are you looking to get more into any acting or anything like that? Because like I say, when I watch your videos, man, your videos are always cinematic. You know what I mean? Like, of course, you're a natural. You're a star already, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Are you looking to get more into acting at all?
Thank you for that. And yeah, Brink, I'm definitely an actor as well. I definitely act. A lot of the times when I do my music videos, I see full productions, and I'm still looking for that videographer to help me bring my vision all the way to life. Because I already got another music video in my mind that I'm going to do from All Rhodes Lead to LA Volume 2.
Okay.
The song of this one is Fantasies. So I've got a full music video in my mind of how I already want it done.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to do that video until I drop the EP first.
Okay. So a song like Fantasies, man. What is a song like that about, man? What does that song embody?
It's actually not what you think. It's actually it's a hopeful song for the women.
Okay.
But it's still got a little sexiness to it.
Okay. So it's definitely oozing with sex appeal, but it's definitely going to be a banger. And you said it should be coming out within the next month or so, right?
Yeah, month and a half, maybe a little sooner than that.
Okay.
It's just how quickly I get everything in line, because I got to have everything right.
No doubt.
I'm going to move quickly, but I'm not going to rush. I'm not going to rush nothing. I'm going to move quickly, because the things that I drop and release to the world, they have to be done right. Because 5 years from now, 10 years from now, that's still going to be sitting there, and that's adding to my legacy. So I don't have time for people I don't have time to work with people that aren't on the same page.
Yeah, definitely, man. So let's talk more about like your recording process, like as well as writing. Like, how often are you recording and writing? Like,
Every
is that
day.
a daily? Okay.
I do 3 songs a day.
Wow.
Right now on my phone, I've got over 400 songs. That's just in my phone.
Wow.
On my computer, more than that.
Yeah.
Every day. My first EP, All Rhodes Lead To LA, I recorded 100 songs. I stopped counting at 120.
Okay.
And I dialed that back into 7.
Okay. So do you feel like at some point you will release all of this music, or will it stay in the vault?
I mean,
or what?
I released a lot of it on like Instagram, like I put it in the background for something.
Okay.
As a snippet. Right now, a lot of it's gonna stay in the vault because it's like I said, you can hit a vibe. It's like a vibe, a flow, a wave. You can hit a vibe, Brink, and then once you're in that certain vibe, every song you record is a banger.
Yeah.
And then the vibe comes down here, so now your vibe is different. Every song you record in here, you might not love as much. You might
Right.
love one though, and then the next vibe. So the batch of songs in this one is the EP.
Got you. I understand now.
But you got to keep recording and keep writing and hit those vibes and allow those vibes. So every song you write isn't going to be a banger. Some of them are going to be trash. Even though like a trash song that I would make will probably be somebody's #1 hit.
Yeah.
But I got to stay humble here.
Is that something that you would explore in the future? Maybe songwriting for other artists or
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, absolutely. That's how I started. Well, that's not how I started, but I did have a business where I was a producer as well.
Okay.
Like I would bring people into my studio and vocal produce them, but it's just I want to work with the right people.
Yeah.
I want to work with the right people who are open to allowing the music to be the boss, and we don't want to get in our way. We don't want to get in the way of the music.
Correct.
And it's easy to do because I do it a lot.
Yeah.
You can get in the way of music. Music can tell you, hey, do it this way, but you're like, no, I want to do it this way.
Yeah.
So it's just about not getting in the way of the music.
So let me ask you this. Do you ever find it challenging, like creating a balance between music and maybe a love life or anything like that?
Right now, I haven't had that challenge.
Okay.
It hasn't been challenging for me personally, just because people know and women know, and the people I deal with in terms of family, friends, women, they all know like, hey, I'm all about music. So when it comes to that, a lot of my energy and like a lot of my horniness and sexiness and sexy energy goes into the music.
Right.
So instead of just like, ooh, I'm horny right now, I want some, let me go have sex with my girl, I'm like, no, I'm gonna transmute that energy and change it and put that into music.
Yeah.
Because then that makes me more creative and it makes the music better.
Yeah. So basically, we making love to the track. I like that, man, because that's definitely creative, and it's a good way to shift and focus your energy into something a lot more productive, a lot more positive. Not to say that making love with beautiful women ain't productive or positive. It's dope, but hey,
You're right, it's dope, but at a certain point, it's like, okay, what's more important?
Yeah.
Going and running off and having sex with beautiful women, all these different women,
Yeah.
or creating a legacy and building something that is going to be remembered for generations.
Absolutely. I love it, man. So let's talk more about you, as a human being, because All Rhodes, that's you, but, that's the artist All Rhodes. Women might want to know, who is the man All Rhodes, as far as, who would their boyfriend or who would their husband be? Who is All Rhodes to them? How would you describe yourself in that aspect?
Very motivated, very hungry, very dedicated, very hardworking. I still have not met someone that works harder than me, and I want to. Every time I find someone that works hard as me, we do good and we elevate quickly. But then they work ethic kind of fall off. And then I'm the one again, like, come on, let's work, let's get on it. Sometimes I want to be able to work with somebody that works just as hard as me, that's pushing me.
Yeah.
I'm always the one pushing people, and I'm never the one that's being pushed.
Yeah. So how do you feel about, like, maybe going to other cities as far as working, maybe other artists or other, producers or, anything like that?
That'd be great, Brink. That's great. I want to work with the best. I want to work with the hardest working. I want to work with those people because those people are coming to me regardless.
Yeah. So do you feel like, do you ever feel like Memphis or maybe you or your talent or who you are maybe are outgrowing this city, because that's a real thing for some people.
I mean, I understand why when someone blows up out of Memphis, they do actually move out of Memphis. I do understand that. But the thing is, I'm actually not from Memphis, so this isn't my hometown.
Got you.
So they always say you can't make it out of your hometown because the people in your hometown grew up with you and seen you before you made it.
Yeah.
But I didn't grow up here in Memphis. I mean, I came and visited during the summertime because my mom's from Memphis.
Right.
But in terms of growing up close to people seeing me, no, I didn't do that. So I don't have that envy that a lot of people have.
Absolutely. So how would you describe the current state of R&B music in Memphis right now? Because I mean, it was one way the last time you was on the show. How is it now?
Oh, it's great.
Okay.
It's excellent. It's getting bigger and bigger. It's R&B nights at the clubs. Now the thing is, the next evolution is getting me in these venues and performing more at these R&B nights. Because I'm leading the way in Memphis with R&B music. When it comes to R&B music here in Memphis, there's no one outworking me. Period. I'm the best at coming out of Memphis when it comes to R&B. Can't no one touch me.
I love it, man. This guy right here, he definitely got the eye of the tiger, and he's got the music and the talent to back it up. Again, run all that social media one more time before we get out of here, man.
LA Rhodes everywhere.
No doubt. With that being said, I got to say thank you for being a guest on the show again, man. It means a lot. Like I say, I like what you got going on. Your confidence, your swagger, everything about you is dope. You even more polished than the first time I met you, as far as talent, as far as, you know what I mean? Like, what you're exuding right now, this is a star. This is a star. Y'all make sure y'all pay attention to my guy. With that being said, now back to more Brink TV.